Hey, Giants fans, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Listen, Joe Schoen does not sound like a guy who's taking a quarterback at pick 3. He doesn't. His comments at his press conference were incredibly telling. Incredibly telling. I know a lot of you want Shedeur Sanders at 3, but it doesn't sound like Joe Schoen is a guy who's picking a quarterback at pick 3. At least if the value is not right. Now, this can all be a smokescreen. Totally understand that. What's the point, though? Unless you're trying to bait somebody to trade up, like New England, and you'll grab an extra, third-round draft pick or something, or second-round draft pick. Other than that, what's the point in putting up a smokescreen? Now, Joe Schoen mentioned that he does not think it's mandatory to take a QB given the current state of the quarterback room. Schoen does not want to force this. Doesn't sound like a guy who does. In fact, I'm not even talking about pick 3. I'm talking about the whole entire draft. Schoen does not feel, he may not feel it's necessary to grab a quarterback at any point in this draft if it doesn't make sense. If it makes sense, sure, but if it doesn't make sense, he won't do it. He won't be forced to do it. Now, as a Giants fan, that makes me feel good. Now, Schoen mentioned that, of course, he would love a young franchise QB. Everybody would. But the value has to be right, or it doesn't matter. You've got to get that right. So, of course, he's correct. You have to get the quarterback position right. You can't go and draft a guy and screw that up. We've done that with Daniel Jones. We can't do it again. We can't set this franchise back again. And we all know that Shedeur Sanders is going to be there at 3. We know that. We know that Cam Ward is going 1, Carter or Hunter is going 2. Carter or Hunter will be there at 3. Schoen mentioned that he will not pass up on a generational talent. There's 1, maybe 2. Hunter, Carter. We all know Sanders is going to be there at 3. Schoen literally said if the value is not right, he's not going to force it. We know that Sanders will be there at 3. If he's saying all this stuff, he does not sound like a guy who's taking a quarterback at 3 or who's taking Shedeur Sanders at 3. Because of the 2 incredibly talented ball players that are on that board in Carter and Hunter. And I agree with Schoen. Why on earth would you want to force a quarterback at 3 if the value does not match? Why would you want to do that? According to PFF, do you know who Shedeur Sanders' comp was? Teddy Bridgewater. That's who his comp was. Teddy Bridgewater. Nothing against Teddy. He played in the league for a while. He was on 6 teams. He was a good ball player. Nothing against Teddy Bridgewater. But I am not spending the number 3 overall pick on a talent whose comp is Teddy Bridgewater. That's crazy to me. Do you know who Abdul Carter's comp is? Do you know? It's Micah freaking Parsons, one of the best edge guys in the NFL. Micah freaking Parsons. That's who I want. I want a guy. I would love Micah. I wish we could have gotten him many moons ago. Love that comp, man. And of course, both of them played at Penn State. But do you want Teddy Bridgewater or Micah Parsons? Do you know who Travis Hunter's comp is? Champ freaking Bailey. That's who his comp is. Imagine you had Champ Bailey, Teddy Bridgewater, Micah Parsons, all available to you. Who are you taking? Who are you taking at pick 1? or pick 3? If all 3 are available to you, or if Hunter, Sanders, Carter, Sanders, who are you taking? Bailey or Bridgewater? You should strap a rocket on and get sent to the moon if you think that I'm taking Bridgewater over Champ Bailey. You gotta be kidding me. Now, if we're talking about pick 4 or pick 9, different story here. Then I'm going to look to, then I wouldn't be upset at drafting Sanders. But I'm not taking Sanders over Hunter or Abdul Carter. Absolutely not. No way. Joe Schoen today talked about both guys, Travis Hunter and Abdul Carter. He mentioned that he could see Travis Hunter playing on both sides of the ball. He said he would be okay with it because Hunter has done it before. Schoen also mentioned Abdul Carter and his potential, foot, shoulder injuries really don't scare Joe Schoen at all. Does this sound like a guy who's taking a quarterback with the 3rd overall pick? Come on. No, it doesn't. Unless this is a smokescreen. It doesn't sound like a guy who's taking a QB with the 3rd overall pick. Do you know who he would take at quarterback at pick 3? Cam Ward. Guess who his NFL comp was? Ben Roethlisberger. That's the quarterback I'm taking at 3 if he were to be available. But he's going to Tennessee. We all know that. If New England wants Abdul Carter so damn bad, hey, New England, how are you? You want to jump up to 3? You want Abdul Carter? Okay, give me Drake May. All this New England wants to go up to 3. Go fly a kite. Go unbelievable. No chance. No shot. When you have a talent like Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, even Cam Ward, who one of them's going to be there at 3. One of them. And you're going to take an inferior talent? I'm not saying Sanders is a bad player. He's not. He's not pick 3 good. I'm sorry. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you like PFF? Am I putting too much stock into PFF? Let me know. Take care.